Hello, everybody. I'm Marlene Ibsen, CEO of the Travelers Foundation. We are really excited to be here today, and I do want to congratulate Boeing for the phenomenal program and thank Frank for all his work on that over the years, and also to acknowledge Moody's and DTE for the wonderful work that you're doing in education and our future workforce too. Congratulations. We are here today to talk about Travelers Edge. EDGE stands for Empowering Dreams for Graduation and Employment, and it is a program with the objective of increasing the number of underrepresented individuals who complete bachelor's degrees and are prepared for a career at Travelers or in the insurance and financial services industry. We started Travelers Edge 15 years ago, which I can hardly believe, through a challenge from our corporate board of directors to create a signature community program that would be good for the company, good for the community, and good for the company. Ultimately, we determined that it would make sense to build a program to address challenges in our educational landscape while at the same time creating a more diverse talent pipeline for travelers. Since we launched the program in 2007, we've supported more than 500 scholars, and 111 of them have come to work at Travelers. Thank you. Thanks. We're very excited about that. I am one of a fairly large team of people who oversee the program, and that is a critical component of Travelers Edge, is our partnerships, both internally with HR, diversity, equity, and inclusion, talent acquisition, and all of our business units, and externally with partners in high schools, colleges, universities, and community-based organizations. And so today, I first want to introduce you to John Thomas, who is our partner at Capital Community College, which was the very first Travelers Edge partner. John, can you talk a little bit about your role with Travelers Edge?
Sure, I'm going to be super brief in my introduction so we can get to the good stuff, but I'm essentially, I support our students' efforts to succeed academically and with career exploration using the Travelers Edge model as our guiding model. We have a saying at Capital: a first job, a better job, a career. The Travelers Edge model is a fast track to a career head start for our students, and I'm happy to be here with you guys today.
Thanks, John. Next is my colleague, Ivelisse Maldonado, who is our Travelers Edge program manager. And Ivelisse, will you tell us a little bit about your role?
So good morning, everyone. As the program manager for Travelers Edge, I get to work daily, monthly, yearly with every single scholar that's in the program, all of our external partners. So I am basically responsible for the day-to-day operations of the Travelers Edge program. It is a role that I am proudly in. I love what I get to do and the impact that we have. And so we have, in celebration of our 15th anniversary, we do have a quick video that we wanted to show. There's a much longer version online, but in the essence of time, if we can play the video, it'll show you a little bit more about what the program is.
The problem that oftentimes exists in predominantly underrepresented communities is young people don't know that they have an opportunity to fulfill their goals, their dreams.
A lot of these students are working jobs, they've got family commitments, they're just getting stretched in all kinds of different ways.
As a first-generation college student, I really wanted to make my parents proud.
I used to always walk past this place and wonder if it could be me or not.
So in 2007, the Travelers Edge program was the brainchild of our leaders.
Travelers' mission is to take care of their customers, take care of the community, and take care of each other. And with this program, it's just so rich for them to have thought way ahead of the rest.
Our Travelers Edge scholars are brilliant, funny, innovative, hungry. They have what it takes to lead.
They said, you really do want to go to college, you can take advantage of this opportunity. The EDGE program, it's a little tough, and I still do what it takes.
We can talk about how we show up in our communities. That EDGE program is walking that walk.
We've had over 500 scholars that have received support through the EDGE program. And in fact, this last year, over 70% converted to become Travelers employees.
The program has grown over the 15 years, you see the success and you see that, hey, this really does work.
I knew it was a once-in-a-lifetime chance when I saw that the support that the program would give me would be so massive, from financial to skills to be a professional in the workplace.
I was part of a group with other like-minded individuals, the same goals, the same mindset, the same drive to succeed.
It kind of finally hit me. Opportunities are there if you take it.
It's opened up a different world for me.
I feel very empowered. A whole team of people fight alongside us. I was debt-free. I was able to buy my first house.
People see my strength and my talents.
You begin to realize that you can also belong here.
It's surreal that I have people that are willing to advise me, people that are willing to mentor me, people that want me to succeed.
They see dreams, they recognize the dreams, they want dreams to come to life.
Thanks. We do have a few materials available in the conference app if anyone's interested, but I'd like to start by asking Ivelisse to explain to us the main program components and how they work together to drive positive outcomes.
So with Traveler's Edge, we have what we like to call our secret sauce. We have 5 main components of the program that, there are actually 5 components that work together to help us ensure that our scholars get to that end goal of degree attainment. So the first component is financial support. Marlene mentioned we've partnered with over 500 different scholars in the 15 years that the program has been in inception, and every single scholar that's in the program receives financial support from Travelers, our company that we're proud of, to help them get to that college degree attainment. So financial support, academic advising. So while I manage the program at Travelers, John manages it at Capital Community College, we have about 11 other college and university partners that also has an academic or program manager that serves as that on-the-ground resource for all of our scholars to make sure that they have what they need, again, to keep them on track for graduation. We also partner with high schools as well. We also have the mentoring component of the program. Every single scholar each academic year is paired up with a Travelers professional that serves as their mentor, that is that guide for them. And as they continue in the program, 3, 4, 5 years, they build a network of people at Travelers that is, again, that's their person at Travelers, in addition to myself and our academic partners. Professional development is also a very crucial and important component of our program. Each year, every scholar is required to attend our annual Professional Development Institute, which takes place in January. They don't necessarily like that it takes place in January, but it's when they are on break, and so we bring all of our scholars together for a conference specific to them once a year, but then they also are responsible for attending ongoing professional development throughout the academic year. And then finally, each of our programs brings in a cohort of scholars every year. And so that peer support is another crucial component of our program that's really important, because every scholar that comes in together goes through the program together. They work together on projects, on networking. So Traveler's Edge, we do like to say that it is a family. We're together for, again, 4 years, 5 years, as long as the scholar is in school, up to 6 years. And so in my role in 11 years of being the program manager, each year we have about 80 to 85 scholars. And so it's my job to make sure that these components are working well for them and for our academic partners. And I know all the scholars, I know them by name. Sometimes I remember things about them that I don't even know how I do, but I do. And so it really does take, it really does take a village to come together amongst the partner or the scholars themselves, our partners internally and externally to make sure that this program works really well.
Thanks, Ivelisse.
Thank you.
John, how does the model work at Capital Community College?
Sure. So while Capital's been a partner with Travelers from the very beginning. And at Capital, I recruit students who meet established academic, degree path, and financial need requirements, eligibility requirements. There's a little bit of flexibility in those depending on the partner that I'm working with. But in general, you have to have a 3.0 GPA. And you should have a major that's either in business, accounting, or in information technology. So to promote and recruit students, I do everything under the sun to get the program in front of them. We do information sessions, targeted emails, classroom visits, do posters, flyers, faculty referrals. Those are really, really good. And sometimes I even have to cajole students. We do whatever it takes. When students investigate the opportunity with me, I want them to understand not only the benefits that they're going to enjoy, but I also want them to understand the heritage and the legacy and the impacts of the program. So to do that, I coach them through the application process. I review resumes. I help them focus their thinking on their goal statements, and we conduct mock interviews, and I do preparation for the interviews with the partners, with Travelers. My goal is to help each student be able to find their voice in such a way so they're able to tell their stories, share their experiences, their skills with so much clarity that Travelers wants to take every single one. So once they come on board, I take them under my wing. They're with me for the duration of their academic journey at Capital Community College. Continue to do some other stuff like Evelise mentioned, like professional and personal development. I believe that personal development is professional development. And then when they graduate, I pass the baton on to my EDGE counterparts at either Connecticut State University, Central University, or UConn.
Great, thank you. Since we started with Capital, we've required internships for the students in the Travelers Edge program. Can you talk a little bit about why that's important and what the impact has been?
So the internships have been really impactful. Over the course of the 6 years, we started replicating this model with other partners. And while it's not an exact duplicate, because every partner is different and they have different requirements, we've basically taken the EDGE model and developed it with these partners. And the partners have embraced the core components of the model, right? Scholarships each semester, paid year-round internships. They support the program and the academics by doing flexible work schedules. And then they actively, and this is the impact of the real impact of the internship, is that they hire these students at the end. So it's really interesting. Over the course of the last 6 years, nearly 80% of our students have gone on to full-time employment at the internship home where they conducted their internship. So I think this is really important, right? So the model, the EDGE model, is not only good citizenship, it's really good business. Wow, I see we're running out of time, so I'm going to cut this one short.
We are getting tight on time, so I'm going to ask each of you very quickly to share with the audience one key learning or takeaway from being involved with the Travelers Edge program. Evelise, we'll start with you.
You definitely have to have the support and the commitment from the top down and then throughout your entire organization. I said it takes a village, and it really does. And once you have that support from the top down, it's, I'm not going to say it's easy breezy because it's not, but it just makes it a little bit, it does make the program work a little bit easier to have that support throughout the organization.
And John?
So there are so many takeaways, but at the end of the day, it's really about this. For me, this is anecdotal. It's about building relationships. So many of our students, they can't imagine what it's like inside the walls of Travelers or our other corporate partners. Some of them don't even want to imagine it. And so our job is to start the relationship and then do two things. One is to imagine and ask them to do two things. Imagine and trust. Imagine the possibilities and trust us to help them achieve it. The scholarships and the paid internships are really just tools to build a relationship. They're investments in the students' emotional and actual bank accounts. They reciprocate by hard work, curiosity, determination, and maybe most important of all, aspiration. And they commit to the partner. You guys see that. They commit to the partner, they buy into the organization's culture, and that's the power of the relationships.
Great, thanks, John. We've got to wrap up, but in closing, I'd like to say that we're really proud that Travelers has been behind this program for 15 years. We think of it as a sort of a form of patient capital, if you will, an investment in our talent. And it really has created for us a powerful, diverse talent pipeline that has helped drive more inclusivity within our culture at Travelers. So you heard Wanda talk about enduring alliances. This is where we would, and similar to what Frank was saying, you know, we would love for other companies to explore the model, explore how deep partnerships like the ones we form with our partners and the shared objectives that we all have can enhance outcomes for all stakeholders. That's it. Thank you. Thank you.